In this last video, I'm going to show you how to record your last layer if you choose to just do 3. If you want to do more, that's also fine, but I'm just going to use 3 for the sake of showing you how to do this. And then I'm going to show you some examples of other old versus new songs that I've created in the past so you can kind of see what I'm looking for. For my last layer or sound, I'm actually going to choose a drum beat, and I'm going to choose the Smart Drums icon. This will take you to a screen that will allow you to create your own repeating drum beat for your song. So if you click on Hip Hop Drum Machine, it gives you different kinds of drum machines or how different drum set sounds. I'm actually going to keep Hip Hop Drum Machine. And what this does is it allows you to drag and drop different parts of percussion into this grid, and it just repeats it over and over again. So if you want a kick drum or a bass drum, you can make it simple, a simple beat and quiet, simple beat and loud, complex and quiet. I'm going to put simple, and I want it to be pretty loud. And I'm a little more complex than that. Okay, then I want my hi-hat, I think, to be I think I'm going to keep it at that, and then I'm going to add the snare drum. And I'm going to add some hand claps as well. I'm actually going to take away the hand claps because I don't like them, so I'm just going to use these 3. When I'm ready to record my beat, I'm just going to click the record button like I did for all my other things. So I'm going to click the red circle. So there was the white square will stop the recording. And then I'm going to go back to my bricks to see what I recorded. So there are all my 3 layers that I recorded. If I want to listen to all 3 of those at the same time, and you can adjust all of your volume levels if you pull out that tab on the side of the screen. Okay, so let's say that I am finished with recording my song. To save, I'm going to click on the paper icon in the left corner. It has a little bent corner, and it's going to save and take me back to the main page. Now, to rename the song file, it will automatically call it My Song. So I would just suggest click and hold, and then you can click rename and then just delete My Song, and then you can call it Old versus New Song, and then click done. And so that way, since we're going to do several projects in this class, you'll know which one that is when you need to turn it in. Now that I have that done, I'm going to show you some of my other examples of the 1920s style of George Gershwin, as opposed to the newer styles. So here is one example of 20s versus modern. So in this one, I used 4 layers. I used a drum machine, a different synthesizer. I did use a grand piano, and some pop strings. And I believe those are found in Smart Strings if you're looking for something like that. So here's an example. So again, my modern sounds were the drum machine and synthesizer and kind of the strings, and then the grand piano was my older sound. Now, I'm going to show you my more complex song. It's called 20s Song 2.0. If you see in here, I have lots of layers going on, and they're happening at different times. So if you want to do multiple layers like this, you can drag those across the timeline however you want to. You don't have to always have sounds happening all at the same time. They can happen at different times. So I'll let this optimize the performance. There we go. I'm going to drag this icon to the beginning. In this song that I made, I used the toy piano in one of the things that you download from the sound library, and I played the melody to Rhapsody in Blue on the toy piano. I kind of changed it a little bit so it doesn't sound exactly like it, but you'll see what I mean. And it kind of builds into this like techno-y sounding song. So that's just an example of how you can make your song a lot more complex. Please don't worry about trying to do that this time around. This is just the first GarageBand project. You'll have lots of opportunities to make more complex songs. For now, I just want to make sure that you know what you're doing and you do it right, and you follow the guidelines of incorporating old and new sounds into one song. To this point, you would be done with your project for this week. When I return, I will show you how to turn those in on Google Classroom. If I don't wait that long, I'll make another video to show you how to do that. So happy composing and good luck. Let me know if you have questions.